Hello, welcome to Motivational Quotes meeting, reading interfaith world scriptures. It's so interesting quotes to empower you with a positive vibe for the day. We are doing this daily, so please subscribe and share with your friends. Let's go to reading world scriptures. The next chapter is nature as teacher. Nature has much to teach us, from ants industriously strong food to birds sweetly calling for their mates. Observing the way of nature, creature provides lessons about the basic morality of life. Cultivating the earth and caring for animals teach about patience, sacrifice, and God's dependable grace when the harvest yields its abundance. Father Moon teaches that through plants and animals, God provides even the earliest humans with sufficient instruction to live a life of love and value. A quote from the Bible, but ask the beasts and they will teach you, the birds of the air and they will tell you, the plants of the earth and they will teach you, and the fish of the sea will declare to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this? Francis Bacon, quote, after the sacred volumes of God and the scriptures, study is the second place, that great volume of work and the greatness of God. Another quote from Quran. Have you considered the soil you till? Do you yourself sow it, or are we the sowers? Did we will we would make it broken hearts, and you will remain bitterly jesting. We are dead loyal, nay, we have been robbed. Have you considered the water you drink? Did you send it down from the clouds, or did you send it? Did we would make it bitter? So why are you not thankful? Have you considering the fire you kindle? And did you make it timber to grow, or did we make it? We ourselves made it for a remember and a boon to the desert dwellers. Another quote from the Bible. Truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and die, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Let us know. Let us press on to know the Lord. He is going forth, it sure as the dawn. He will come to us as the showers, as the spring rain that water the earth. Another quote from the second coming Sun and Moon. Human beings experience interesting and curiosity when observing nature. From its creators, we learn about the nature of life, observing the insects and animals. Observing the insects and animals, we see that they all live in pairs. In this respect, nature is a museum where God prepared exhibits to teach human beings, God's object partners of love, about the ideal relationships. All creatures love one another. Animals, insects, plants, and minerals all love one another. They sing, dance, fly, and crawl for their mate. Watch them and learn what they do. Adam and Eve were educated in the Museum of Nature, a living textbook. Adam and Eve watched male and female animals kissing each other. They saw and learned nature. It's a natural source of our education. We can learn by watching the birds loving each other, building their nests to lay their eggs, and feeding their young. We have to do more than birds for the sake of our own children. Even hundreds of times more. Male and female insects mate with each other and bear their young. Some even risk their lives to raise them. This is how they teach us. The salmon has a truly amazing lesson for human beings. It loves once and dies. It became food to nourish its offspring. What a wonderful example of a creature that gives us its life for the sake of love. I discovered 80% of the divine principle from nature. Trees and grass are the best of nature's teaching materials. The seeds that are sown in spring grow, blossom, and bear fruit, thus paying back the farmer for the labor. Then they die away. Yet the next year they propagate more branches and bear more fruit for the harvest. Thus they teach us the way to grow and prosper. In my village, I used to watch flocks of migratory birds came and go with the seasons. People who live in a big city like Seoul may not be familiar with them, nor experiencing the ebb and the flow of nature. They lack in the area of emotion. Without the opportunity to experience the mystery and beauty of nature, their heart does not fully develop. When the season turn their um, back, beautiful birds flew around. I would spy on them, observing how they laid their eggs and hatched their uh, chicks. It was not unusual for me to spend a week observing a nest. Do birds recognize national borders? Do they need a visa when they migrate? Would a hurricane stop in the Gulf of Mexico because it didn't have a visa to enter the United States? Is the water contained by American law? Constrained by American law? It is amazing when you think of it. Ants and the lizards can cross the Mexican border as often as they please, but human beings cannot cross the border without a visa. Must American ants and the Mexican ants get government authorization to mate? Animals do not care about national sovereignty, but people lives are complicated with such things. Let's go further reading from the book Heavy Modern Homo Sapiens, Humankind Network. All people are connected in a God interdependent network. Also, this networking as with the ancestors and future generation too. It's a pity that currently in this network, many times we modern humans still relate with each other as kids in kindergarten, or sometimes even worse, fighting as a hot heads young at the disco. Especially this kind of relationship is used a lot by our politicians and even presidents globally, as they as we see in the news. So unfortunately for now, this network is dysfunctional. We cannot properly build cooperative horizontal relationship with one another because our vertical relationship with God has been severed, and we perform its harmful to others because we cannot feel the pain and the suffering of our neighbors as our own. It is fortunate that during the history, this network is rebuilt step by step, and now it attains a final stage toward perfection. See my other book, Humankind on its final step to perfection. Humans are unhappy without God. People now, therefore, nowadays social networks are so popular. People try to connect to each other, building a relationship, and reconnect back to God. To do this correctly, we need to change our concept and consider everything as a holy. Why does any personal thing owned by holy man become so valuable? Because of the vibration of this holy man. Simply, you should give all things a holy value too. Wherever you do think that you are doing this in partnership with God. God created us, but we also need to always shape ourselves and restore our original value. Everybody is concerned about people around, constantly thinking, analyze, compare, almost praying about people around as we discuss about above with 95% of internal discussions. Moreover, every person is like a media station in this network. We are constantly broadcasting our thoughts around, sometimes through mimics, as we are reflecting ourselves in people around, and they immediately are feeling our good or bad mood and thoughts and reply accordingly, and even unconsciously. Especially we feel this when we look in people's eyes, because their eyes are mirror of the soul. Thus, we could easily control how people around should relate to us, because usually positive thoughts inspire people to behave in a good way. So this was for today quotes. Please practice them and share to all your friends in this Billion Head Life Drivers Marathon. Contact me for cooperation anytime the telephone is before. And I wish you a great, blessed day. Don't forget to make morning exercise. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you.